but it only does one at a time.
Yep.
There's the music. There we go. Technical issues as always. Hello, everyone. This is the Website 101 podcast. Welcome to our Lunch Bites. We happen live on YouTube on the first Wednesday and the third Wednesday of the month. I'm feeling a little frazzled and overwhelmed right now because I'm trying to do everything. And I am Amanda. Hello. With me.
Amanda pulled through and was successful at doing everything.
Yeah.
That was Sean, which I was going to try to give a nice intro to. And he jumped in the middle of it. Hi, Sean.
Give me a nice intro.
With me, one of my co-hosts, joining from a remote location, is Mike Mella. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Hello. I'm well, and sorry. Normally I do this part, and you do the YouTube part. And I wasn't supposed to be here, so that's why Amanda's handling everything, and I appreciate it. But I'm here.
So.
We're glad you can make it, Mike.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
So how is your remote location?
For those who might be joining us for the first time, this is our chance to just hang out and chat with each other. And it will get technical. Give us a minute. Now, Sean, go.
Sorry, I keep jumping the gun. Just asking Mike how his remote location is going.
It's going well, yes. It's there's a lot to do. Whatever. No complaints.
Awesome.
How are you guys?
I'm fine. In the middle of summer, which means summer camps and daily organizing of drop-offs and pickups, and pickup at camp needs to be at like 3:30, which means that I need to leave work at 3 p.m. to go get him and bring him home and try to get up the energy to do like another hour and a half of work after that. But whoever does, it's a weird time.
I'll tell you, as I said to you, Amanda, a while ago, if you ever are looking for a whole bunch of work to get thrown at you by your clients, tell them you're going on vacation. And they will suddenly, oh, wait, do all this stuff first. Or when you get back, that's what the situation I'm in, is I'm trying to catch up on a million different emails. Man, that's difficult. Just changing your brain to different projects. Like, wait, which one am I working on now? Oh, man.
Yeah.
There's always so much context switching after a break.
Yeah.
Whether it's just like a couple of days away or a full-on 2-week vacation, you get back and it's like everybody wants a piece of you, and you feel like you have to give it to all of them at the same time. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I even have a client that has stopped working with me for some time, and I'm just basically keeping their old website alive, like their staging site for whatever reason. They contacted me saying, hey, how do we get these things? And that's not even a client that I currently have. It's an old client. But even that, I'm thinking of it as suddenly I have to gather all this stuff. I don't know, whatever. It's not worth complaining about because it's better than not having anything to do, I guess.
Let me tell you, you're correct.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're laughing at or with, but I'll take it.
I never laugh at. I'm never laughing.
I know, Mike. I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah, I'm a little bit slow. It's been that way for a while. I have a potential agency. Should find out by the end of the week. I know they're talking with other developers, but I felt pretty good when I had a video call yesterday. So, and I know he listens to the podcast or the podcast. I don't know if he listens to the Lunch Bite, but if you're listening, I'm keen.
Good stuff.
Nice.
All right. I've got something I wanted to bring up, but you guys, do you want to talk about something else first? Anyone got some content for us here?
I got a thing to show off, but you can go first if you want.
Okay. I'll try to be quick. Let me just quickly load a couple of pages that I might be able to share as I talk about this. Okay, so do you guys know who Jacob Nielsen is?
No, never heard the name.
No.
Okay, well, he is the world's foremost expert in usability, like for websites, like UX guy. He's been
Oh,
around
okay.
for 40 years or something doing this stuff. It's crazy. He's got an organization, like a company called the Nielsen Norman Group, I believe, and they have really great content. And one of the things that I get in their newsletter is these cool little videos where they have one of their staff talking about some aspect of UX, and they have like little graphs next to them and stuff. And they're short videos, like 5 minutes long, and they're really great. Anyway, recently I got one that was about the difference between links and buttons on a website, right? So
Hmm.
they're saying a bunch of really good stuff, like a hyperlink goes somewhere and a button does something. So
Yeah,
that's the
that's how
difference.
I understand it.
Yeah. So all that's good. Make sure you use the right markup. If something is a button that's supposed to submit a form, say, don't use a hyperlink and hijack it with JavaScript. Use a button and do something properly, right? But one of the things that they said in this video was uh, make sure that you style links as a link and not make it look like a button, meaning with a frame around it and a background or whatever. I completely disagree with that. I don't think any of that matters because their claim in this video was, and we'll link to it, I guess I'll provide whoever the link to the thing, but their claim was having the consistency of this is a link and therefore it's an underline or whatever. This thing is a button and therefore it does something different is somehow important for visitors to distinguish the two. I would argue visitors don't care what the difference is between a link and a button. That's a developer thing. All they know is I'm going to click this thing and something's going to happen. And I hope it's the right thing. I don't think they care what the thing looks like. Now, I know you guys don't consider yourselves designers, but I'd like to know your thoughts on this while I share a site that I made that illustrates this. Go ahead.
My thoughts are uh, accessibility is important, but the difference between a link and a button visually is not the point of accessibility. In this case, I think it's more about the voice readers.
Yeah,
Forget
screen
the
readers.
screen readers. It's more about screen readers, and this advice is going against all convention. Like every call to action anywhere on the web looks like a button. It's not text with an underline. It's text with a background or an outline or like a drop shadow. It looks like a button. And I
Yeah.
don't see anything wrong with that at all. It fits with usability. It fits with convention and what people expect. And as long as the markup is correct so that the usability for or accessibility is good for people using a screen reader or using things that are set to highlight it if they have visual disabilities. I think
Mhm.
that's the important thing. So, Mike, I am 100% on board with you.
Oh, thank you. Good. Well, you guys could see
Amanda?
this lung cancer site, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, Amanda, did you want to jump in before I show you my
No,
work here?
I agree, and so I kind of tuned out. So show
Sorry, I got a little bit excited about it.
Oh no,
Well,
but I hear what they're saying. If you're like, if it's a link to take the user to another page, especially if it's a page on your site, yes, make it a link.
yeah.
Agreed. A button that does an actual action, submitting the form, launching a modal window. Yeah, sure, I'm on board with that. But yes, I have received many designs, and Mike, I see your lung cancer community screen share that has a nice call to action in the top right, but if it's a link going to a page, then make it
Yes.
a link, but style it like a button. I don't see anything wrong with that.
That's a good example. There's this donate button up here, which just goes to their donor perfect profile where there's a form and they can fill it in. Effectively, it's a link to the donor platform. It's
Right.
just a hyperlink. Down here lower on, I've got all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Newly diagnosed. And there's the thing. Newly diagnosed, start here, right? This looks like a button, but if I click it, it takes me to the newly diagnosed page. It's just a link to another page on the site. That's all it is. I don't think that it matters that this looks like a button. I don't think anyone would go, wait a minute, I clicked it and now I'm on another page. I expected it to submit a form or do something different. No one cares.
Yeah.
That's only a
As
developer.
I said,
Yeah.
convention, it's a call to action. It's a link that looks like a button and it's big and it's saying, hey, click me.
Yeah. Here's another example. This is another site I did. Sorry if you're showing all these sites, whatever. Anyway, Benefits Trust. This is the homepage. Here's your little thing, an intro. Learn more about the AOM Benefits Trust. And if I click it, it just takes me to the About page. It's just a link. But having it look like this sort of signpost design, which is what I come up with for this site, I think that's far more engaging and draws the eye better than just underlined text. And if I were to check this in DevTools, you see that it's perfectly, there's an area label. It doesn't just say learn more.
Oh, it
Everything
doesn't
is
show your
marked up
DevTools.
properly.
Your
Oh, it doesn't show
DevTools
it?
aren't showing.
Whatever. Trust me, it says everything correctly. I've run it through Lighthouse. It's all good. Everything's accessible. And yeah, anyway, that was my whole argument here, was that I don't think it matters at all how you make a link look, because it's a thing only developers care about. So that's it.
Yeah, and the important thing is that it works for accessibility. Visually, I mean, it's a link, and or
It
a
does
button.
something.
It doesn't matter. It's a call to action, and the point of a website is to get people to submit your form, to learn more information. If it's just a link, it's a lot less engaging than this big old thing that looks like a button.
Yeah, I don't want the web to look like a Word document, with a bunch of text and some of it is underlined. We can't be doing that. So I would like to know, any designers or not designers watching this, put a comment and let me know your thoughts. If I'm wrong, please tell me. Yeah, let's talk about it. Anyway, that's it. Thank you.
I have in the past been lazy and used a link to do a thing. And then with JavaScript, just did like a event listener for the click and prevent the default action and
Yeah, return
launch my
false.
modal
Yeah.
window. I mean,
Sure.
I think we've all done that.
Yeah, and I agree that shouldn't
you,
happen.
You can technically do that if you use like ARIA labels and stuff like that, but it's like really, you shouldn't.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So it looks like we're all in agreement on this. And
Yeah.
but as
We're all
Mike said, if you disagree with us, let us know in a comment. We're open to engaging with you and discussing it.
Well, and
maybe
learning a
learning.
different viewpoint.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Amanda, you said you had something you wanted to share?
Yeah. So that's the best way to start this. So it's a personal project that I've had going for a while. And I've got it up in working in my local development environment. I'm going to share my screen so I can show it to you and then show you the progress that has been happening.
Do it.
Here, where is it? Share my whole screen, that whole entire screen. So it's called Sidewalk Bingo. And you know what? I think it's the wrong screen. Hold on. Stop sharing. I have too many screens.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, entire screen. That one. There we go. Local development. So Sidewalk Bingo. So I started this when COVID first started. Remember, and everything was shut down.
Yeah, I vaguely remember you shared this with us before. Maybe not on Lunch Bytes, but
Many years
privately.
ago,
Yeah.
this started. So it's a very simple bingo. You walk around your neighborhood. You can click the different things, but that's it. That's all it does. And it's just you on your device, and that's it. And I always thought to myself, it would be really cool? User profiles, and you can like select the icons that you want, and you can share it with your friends. And then your friends are playing all the same game with like the same subset of icons. And when somebody wins, everyone else gets notified. And I always thought, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? And the thing is, it's easy enough to do. So I started prototyping it. That's why it doesn't look awesome. I started prototyping it. I'm going to have to do this again. But what I've started with was just simple polling. So you can see down here, let's see if I can zoom in a bit. Oops. Plus, there we go. You can see down at the bottom that it's actually, I don't know how that happened.
You're
Polling
using
the database.
DataStar.
Hold on. Stop jumping ahead. It's pulling the database, or pulling a URL on a regular basis. This URL that it goes to, it checks the database to see if a winner has been said, and then it returns either there is a winner or it returns nothing. But as you can see, it keeps hitting this URL repeatedly. This is the point of polling. Constantly reaching out and hitting it. And you can see that the size is very small. It's actually not that bad, but being a nerd, I wanted to do something more fun with it. I read a lot about WebSockets and keeping them open, but then there's a lot of like server configuration, and I don't know if it's available on it's probably available on DigitalOcean, but who knows, whatever. Back when we went to the Craft.1 event in Toronto, and we heard Andrew talking about DataStar that he and Ben had been putting together. And one of the things that DataStar does is SSE, which is server-side events. And I was like, oh, isn't that neat? Maybe that's something that I could play with. So on the live server, here, I'm going to send both of you through our Slack channel a URL to the live prototype. Here, let me stop sharing. I would like for one of you to share your screen, and it's going to have to be the whole screen so that we can actually see the dev tools working.
Sean, go ahead.
Sure. Just give me a second. No, you know what? My monitor is way too big. I think Mike should do it.
All right, I can do
Well,
it.
you can always zoom in, but whatever.
Just let me mute my email so people aren't. Okay. You want me to share? Okay. Entire screen. Like this? Can you
And-
see it?
Yes, I can also see Riverside in the corner.
Yep.
How can I get rid of that now? Just do this.
Like that. Can you
Okay,
please
so-
open? Yeah. So
This one?
yeah, just put something in.
My name is.
Please open your browser DevTools.
Okay.
It's probably going to be easier to move it down to the bottom.
Where do I do that again?
The dot. Yeah. And go to the network tab.
Network.
And then refresh it. Oh, or right here. So you can see that there is the one open connection, and it's
Yep.
just sitting there, and it's not doing anything,
That's right.
because what's happening is every 5 seconds it is checking the database, but it's keeping the connection open.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm sitting on the same page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to win bingo, and then
Okay.
you are going to get a notification that comes up under that Sidewalk Bingo header.
Oh, up here? Okay.
Yeah. So I have created the entry that I've won.
Oh,
and now
Amanda has
you
won.
have been notified.
There it is.
And you can
Very
see so
cool.
it's not constantly polling the server, which again isn't necessarily a bad thing. I just wanted to see what else was up. And now the DataStar, if you click on that that connection, that link, it now says that it has been closed, which is cool. And if you go to, I think it's response. See that response? No, like
bottom,
the headers.
bottom. Oh,
Yeah,
here, yeah.
response. Oh no, it didn't show it. So as it's going, it'll actually show you all of the data star information that has been sent back as this connection is open in real time.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
very cool.
So just to clarify, what happened was when you won the game, the server figured that out and then pushed a notification rather than you pulling it every time. Is it roughly like
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yes. So when I won, it created a new craft using JavaScript. It created or probably Datastar, because I've got Datastar happening anyway. It created a new craft entry saying that for this game, I am the winner. And what this open connection does is, and here, if you stop sharing, I can show some code to show you how easy and fun this all is to do with Craft. And thank you, Ben Croker, his Datastar plugin. There's a couple different ways that you can do this. Here, let me get rid of that. This is my local development environment. So you can see here that it's using a Datastar, like a data attribute. That's how Datastar works. You can like add a bunch of stuff in data attributes. It's really cool. So this is saying that using the data attribute, I want to do an interval with the duration of 5 seconds. So every 5 seconds, it is going to hit this URL. This URL is just a craft template. This craft template, it looks for the entry. If the entry exists and if the winner does not equal blank, then it's going to return this fragment because the ID of this fragment matches the ID of this div on the page it's calling it. Everything in this div gets replaced with what is returned from the template. But that's the polling. So that's why you can see the 5-second interval.
Yeah.
What I've actually done on the live site, oops, there I am, on the live site, was that with JavaScript, and this is just like default vanilla JavaScript, I have set up an abort controller. I am sending the abort controller to this Datastar get. So it's getting data from my action URL. So I actually had to like create a craft controller. Okay. But again, it's just saying that set the winner name to nothing. And then while the winner name is nothing, look to see if the winner entry exists. And if it does, fantastic, send that back and set the winner name to this variable to get out of this loop. And if that winning entry does not exist, it needs to send something back. So I just sent back to a hidden div, not yet. And then this is just a PHP sleep. So it just sort of pauses this PHP script for 5 seconds. And then it goes back up to the top of the while. There's not a value for the winner name yet. So it looks for the winning game entry. And if it exists, it sends all the information back. And if it doesn't, then it sleeps in for another 5 seconds.
So this is still a repeating loop, but it's happening on the server. Is that what's going on rather than on the visitor's browser?
Yes.
Okay.
Well done. Very cool.
So yeah, and then this here is what pushes the server-side event back to the front end.
Can you go back to the game over file? Okay, I understand everything, but I've never seen the Twig code fragment. What is that?
Oh, so this is part of Ben's plugin that works with Datastar.
So it's a custom Twig from his plugin.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
basically,
why I'm unfamiliar with it.
Yeah. So you've got fragment and then end fragment, and then the stuff that happens in between those two tags is what gets pushed through Datastar to the front.
Wow.
Awesome.
Good work.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
So that's what I've been procrastinating by doing.
People can expect to see Sidewalk Bingo coming to a computer near you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just the really lame, does absolutely nothing, just play by yourself. Sidewalk Bingo has been up for 5 years now. But yeah, I just started like last week playing with this, and then of course it's like I'm gonna have to pay for the upgraded craft to get like the user accounts, and it's always that question. It's like it's like $400. So it's like, do I want to dish out $400 now when who knows if anyone's going to use it?
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm asking people for money. So let me get your opinions on this. I was thinking of adding one of those buy me a coffee
Yeah.
links in it.
Yeah.
I would add it. I don't see a problem with it. You're doing it for free. If it takes off, then you can remove it and monetize somehow. But in the meantime, just get free coffee or beer from people.
You should write on that free coffee thing, you should say, has this entertained your child for at least 10 minutes while you
Yeah.
do this and that? Then,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because we were talking about this before, and I think that's what I can see people going, oh,
The
hey, let's
value
play
of.
it while and the kid's all cranky, and well, here, take this phone and let's play some bingo. Let's find a fire hydrant. By the way, I noticed that you have different colors of icons, like a red car versus that's really cute too.
Yeah.
So,
Well, so I'm just going to use Font Awesome icons, but they're all like text based, right?
yeah,
It's just a font family, and so you can like change the colors of them, and gonna have like the standard colors, red, green, blue, but then like a color picker, so you can put whatever you want in, and then to get, because I'm of course over the top constantly all the time. Not only was I going to let users pick whichever font awesome icons they want, but I was thinking of having like predefined packs that you could add the beach pack, add the office pack, add the rural pack, add the urban pack, add the,
yep,
and then they
That
can
that would
add
be
and remove as
something
they
that
want.
you could monetize packs in the future. You have start
yeah,
with some
Maybe.
free ones and then have a premium ones for like you're a premium member, you get these additional 5 packs. Or you can make your own custom pack by uploading your icons, but only for premium members.
yeah. At
Maybe.
Grampy's place, at Grampy's house. What do we have at Grampy's house? You can upload Grampy's pipe. You know, the
Yeah.
TV in the basement. Find all that.
Rabbit ears for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, like there's, I mean, like for now, it's like I think that we always have like at least one or two projects in the background that are just for us, for personal, for fun, and we always end up spending more time on them than we should, and then only
yeah,
get like halfway or a quarter, 3/4 of the way through it, and then switch to something else.
yeah.
So
Yep.
we'll see.
No, that's great. I like
Yeah,
it.
that's cool. I like that, and I learned something. And have you used DataStar on anything else?
No, it's mostly just been this, but now that I'm getting more familiar with it, I can like if you'll remember back to Andrew's demo that he
Yeah.
did at the one dot. I really like the idea of having like a table of data and just having like an edit button, and you can just edit the data right there in the row. You
Yeah,
don't need to go to a new URL. Nothing needs to be updated. You can just edit it right there, save it right there. Database gets updated. Everything's good.
Yeah.
so you had I know you're only starting with DataStar, but you had that controller that you created within Craft to work with this. In your opinion, based on what you know, is DataStar something that a normie like me could use, or am I going to have to learn
Normie.
how, or am I going to have to learn how to like create modules and stuff in Craft in order to make it work?
It depends what you want it to do. Like if you're just going to have like inline editing, absolutely yes, you can totally do that. The reason why I had to create a controller is because, well, for one, because I didn't want to do the polling. Why? I don't know. I just didn't want to. I wanted to be fancy about it. Polling is absolutely fine. It
Mm,
worked. Leave it. That's fine. Secondly, what I wanted to do was like keep hitting the server again and again and again until this event happens. And while there is a for loop in Twig, there's not a while.
hmm
Do this while the value equals nothing. So, I mean, I could have done a for loop of, you know, 1 to a million, and check the database and then sleep for 5 seconds and check the database and sleep for 5 seconds. And that also would have worked. But it felt hacky. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I think your approach is cleaner, like you said. It's better and it's fancy.
You know what you should do, Amanda, is mention this to the Pixel and Tonic newsletter thing that you've made this, and maybe they'll, you know what I mean? They send stuff out. So-and-so built this with Craft or designed this website. I bet they'd put this up if you had to look at Sidewalk
Maybe.
Bingo using Datastar and
Using
Craft.
Datastar.
Actually, you know, maybe even let Ben know. He might want to like feature it.
So I emailed
Might.
Ben
I don't. Oh, okay. So you're already on top
already.
of it.
Yeah, and he referred me to a really great video that he did with Ryan Ireland on CraftQuest that helped a lot. It was like a big chunk at the beginning, helped solidify concepts and whatever, helped get me there. I haven't shown him like the final, look what I made, but yeah, Ben is awesome. I'm sure had I emailed Ryan would have been helpful too. I like our craft community.
Yes.
Yes, it's not just the software that's awesome; it's the community that's awesome.
And we've had both of those people on our podcast, so dig up those episodes because they're solid. Actually, Ben's been on twice, I think, isn't he?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, well, that's cool. Nice work.
Cool. Thank you.
All right.
Should we call it?
I think we
Yes.
can.
All right. I'm glad I was able to make this, and thank you, Amanda, for taking the wheel. Appreciate it.
It was funsies. Thank you. Yeah. So Mike, remember to send me that link to the video you were watching
Yeah, I will do
about
that.
the UI UX stuff. And that's it, friends. Nice seeing you.
Yep.
All right,
you guys
everybody.
too.
Have a great day.
Oh, wait, hold
Bye.
on. Media. I'm so bad at this.
I think it's the one called intro.
Yeah. Oh, play.